This week in our devotional, we're covering the summation of the law. If you want to boil it down to its essence, what is God's law? Jesus was asked, what are the great commandments? And Jesus says, the first commandment and the greatest is this: love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and all your strength. Now, we need to be careful about really pressing each one of those words. But if you study the word heart, especially in the Old Testament, you'll see that it leads to four components of life. Just like our physical hearts have four chambers, our spiritual hearts tend to be made up of four chambers as well. First of all, we're to love God with all of our mind. That is, with all of our thoughts. To love God with all of our mind means to study God's word, to learn it, to show ourselves approved. It also means to learn to think biblically about every arena of life. It means we're to really have a robust theology about God's heart, a robust theology about our hearts, and a robust theology about the church's place in the world. So love the Lord your God with all your mind. And then we could press the issue with soul, but clearly in the Old Testament, the Bible describes the heart also as the place of feeling and emotion. We're to love God with all of our soul, with all of our emotions. God is not a brain on a stick. He's a person that wants to love and loves experiencing our love in return. Love is not a concept. Love is a choice, but it's also an emotion. There's to be an emotional component to loving God. Now, if you aren't experiencing that, what do? You can't muster it up. Well, you pray for it. So love God with all your mind, with all your emotions. Then we're to love God with all of our desires. We want our one deep desire to be to fall more in love with Jesus Christ. We want our one deep desire to grow deeper in faith in the benefits of the cross. And so we ask God by His Spirit to change our desires and bring them in line with God's desires. Just like Jesus said, not my will, but your will be done. Loving God with all of your desire is to live that refrain. Not my will, but your will be done. And then the last component of the heart are our choices. That's love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, strength. Your choices. That again, what we do matters. What we say matters. How we say what we say matters. When we get into this last component of choices, remember, by the Spirit, you can put to death the deeds of the flesh. Romans 8:4. We have a new capacity, a new power, and we're able to love God with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength. May God enable you to experience and express His love.